And let's pretend that this never happened. But guys, welcome to TA Talk with Alex R. Crypto. And here, your guy, OC guy. So hopefully you guys are having a fantastic, what is it? Whole share. Oh yeah. So hopefully you guys are having a fantastic, phenomenal trade today. I know Alex is. Let's get it, bro. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. So I was listening for the very first part of your show, and then I need to go make some coffee and stuff, and then prepare for mine. So I did not cut up the latest trade, latest trade that you did. But let me know, how is it going, and what are you seeing in the markets?
Yeah, man, it was a pretty easy day. We caught a wicked long today on the stream with everybody. That was fun. We took Solana because it did come to my key level, but I mean, I longed last night. I longed Bitcoin here, then I longed Solana. I took my profits off of that. Then we caught the long here on the live stream on Solana. Solana actually came to my key level that we had right here. Currently still in this. I've added to it twice, up like $3,000 on this trade. So I added to it here, took profit here, added to it here. It went to Valhalla. It's been a nice day. It's been a nice day today. So probably done for the day. $3,700 for the day. So I mean, that's what I used to make in a month when I was a carpenter. So a nice day.
That
So for
is
now, it's
fantastic.
that's it, man. And I mean, how do you know this? It's the bid on the Nasdaq, right? So you can see you have a very similar story with your double bottom here on the Nasdaq. You have the rounded over, you have the SFP of the low, and then you have a constant bid. Okay, when you have a constant bid on the Nasdaq, you're just looking for the pullback. You can see the constant bid here. This is says no signs of slowing down, right? So when you see that on Nasdaq, you see that on the S&P. Okay, S&P. You go over to any of your assets that you trade, you're just looking for the lows, right? Right. So I mean, using other assets for Confluence is kind of one of my go-tos. We could see the sweep in here on Solana this morning. Bitcoin, it was a little less obvious. You had the sweep, but you didn't come into your order block down here. So for me, Bitcoin didn't look as juicy when we bounced steady here, but Solana definitely came into my key level. So I took Solana instead, and obviously this is printed. For me right now, though, guys, I'm not looking for any more trades because of what? We're hitting a critical resistance level here, guys. So 103.5 is actually a very strong level of resistance when it comes to volume. Okay, so when you look in here, you can see that this is basically acceptance back into this level here. Okay, you can see the volume here, 103.5. So this is a lot how I trade, and you can see when I turn on my levels, I have white levels. You don't even have to look at this, but you can see I have white levels and red levels. Red levels are the barriers to new ranges. Okay, so you understand that this is a range, this is a range, this is a range. Okay, this is a range. So this means you need to flip this in order to go to the next one. And then you have your support and resistance along the way, which is the white levels. So that's how I organize it. But as you can see, we are hitting a red level right now, which means we're coming into major resistance. That's how I organize it. You can do it however the hell you want. But you can see how well this has worked. We have come up to this area and we have tapped that level. In confluence with that, we can also see that this is a 786 level. So if I go from swing high to swing low, okay, and we drag this across, you just hold shift. If you're wondering if you want to be accurate, shift, and it will go horizontal. Magic, guys, okay? If you want to be accurate, if you're ever wondering how to transfer things horizontally without moving them vertically, click, shift, magic. Okay, which is nice. Balloon dog. So your balloon dog, yes, was here, right? You have your double bottom, you have your big ass snout. That's your balloon dog right there. So your balloon dog has played out perfectly. So that would have been last night. You would have looking for the break here and the continuation out. Okay, so balloon dog did work out quite nicely as well. So a couple of things here. So we're coming into resistance right now. Constant bid. So I'm not saying short here. I'm just saying be aware that, you know, this is a little bit overextended. We could easily like double top and come back down for some liquidity here and then go. So be aware of that. Don't necessarily be longing the top here. Obviously, you can take scalps in here, but you're not looking for super giga long swing trades here coming into resistance. Your key here is, in my opinion, what we want to see is this high being taken. That's kind of our target, double bottom 99, and looking to push up. If you look at our key areas going into today and what we're looking for, it's pretty clear. Look for that liquidity, looking for the retest of these lows, right? So trying to get back up here. If we look at here, our value area low coming in at 104. Okay, when we zoom out, this is actually 104.5 is actually one of our biggest volume nodes, okay? So right in here, if I expand that out, you can see right there, that's one of our biggest volume nodes in the entire range, okay? So this is also going to act as major resistance, which we have a level at as well. And I think this will be my pink box here. If I was to classify one level as being a pink box, it would be this one. Because we have liquidity, we have our 4-hour structure change, which is very critical for us getting a higher low. Okay. So we want to see closes above here. We have acceptance back into this range. Okay, this would be the low of that range. So that 104.5 is going to be the doozy coming forward. So be prepared for that. This thing does look like it's ripping. NASDAQ does look like it's ripping. Okay, so positive signs all around for some bounce. But what do they tend to do? Okay, what do they tend to do? Oh, look, it's you guys put a GIF. I'm related to that guy. I'm actually just a little bit shorter than that guy you guys just shared there. That guy's actually probably can dunk on my ass. He's so tall. Anyways, so it's if this then that, right? Right now we're coming into some resistance. Can we continue to push? We'll see. Okay, don't want to get over. I talk too much smack, OC. I think I gotta cool it down a little bit, man. We traded Asia last night, where we go auto gang. You know, we're probably getting a little bit. Getting a little bit carried away, bro. I think some people like it, but I'm sure I like really offend some people, and I should probably not do that. But I mean, people are sensitive, right? People are sensitive. That's fine. The people who think it's funny, I think, are my people anyways, so that's okay. But as a professional trader here who clicks buttons for a living, taking a little bit, more professional. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for, guys. I'm looking for us to come to 104.5, challenge that. If we can get up in here and hold a bit, that would be great. Lots of liquidity below us, okay? So be prepared for that. Right now, no trades, just kind of chilling. So we'll see if we can continue to push up here. Solana is looking good as well. You can see here, this is looking good. I'm still long, looking for that to continue to print. Altcoin wise, I mean, guys, look, it's green. It's up 5, 6, 7%. What's reality? I always tell you guys this. Down 30%, up 10%, and you guys get bullish. Okay? Remember, down 30%, up 10%. Don't remember where we are, right? Where are we, right? Always ask yourself when Imagine when you come to a chart, you're lost. That is the key. Is that I'm lost. I don't know where we're at. We're gonna go when we go on Google Maps, right? We zoom out, right? And we're like, okay, we're here. This is where, this is where OC lives. Okay, this is Canada, right? We're zoomed out, right? Here's Donald Trump, right? Here is Peru, right? Here is I don't know what's down here. What's down at the bottom? Anyways, so here's your continent, right? This is your big picture of North America, right? And this is where you're at, right? Your job is to take all this information and zoom in to where you get into, street view, which is like your 15-minute time frame. You can see OC in his underwear when he's working, right? He doesn't wear pants when he's working. He just hasn't
True
told
story.
you that. Okay?
I
And,
have. But nobody believed me.
right? So remember where we're at. We're looking for a V-shaped recovery. Okay, look at this. 1 hour. This is very aggressive. We're looking for a V-shaped recovery, but we must remember that we've dumped from here to here and we've recovered here. We're only a third of the way back up. Okay, so don't get overly bullish here yet. Okay, because they will entice you, and then rug you, and then go. Okay, so just be prepared for that, guys.
All right, so I dropped my camera just because it was buggy. I did see a couple of pictures in there, but let's bring up what I'm doing right now. I have executed my first trade of the day. I'm a little bit below. I was 200 and what was it? 270, 250 bucks below what you mentioned. I had it right there. Right now
You're
I'm
doing
just
great, bro.
260 below, but still, I mean, as you guys know, I love to buy tops. All right, so that's a joke, of course. But let's take a look at what I did and how it is now developing. So this is one of my non-favorite assets, but I believe that we could be making it better. And this is Aster, right? So I picked that name up from Alex. But let's take a look at it here. So something important. Something important. It is taking a look at where you can find the information, right? So let's first go to Discord, all right? So let me bring up Discord here. Of course, it's out of the screen really quickly. And now it's up. Let's go here. And then to your left, you go to your Discord server. Now then to the middle panel or left panel, you scroll down all the way to additional content. That is my little corner. And then you go important classes and then important classes, video number 1. If you're new here, if you're free, you can also check this out in the YouTube page, right? Or if you are new here, just a little bit of a caveat here. The version, it's slightly bit different, but everything it's exactly the same. So all of how the indicators work is exactly the same. Another important thing is that Smart Money Concepts, it is now inside Market Dynamics Pro. All right. And finally, instead of changing tuning, right now you just need to change sensitivity. By the way, it's 43. All right. So that's the one that I use. All right. Long story short, or as I like to say it, short story long. When you learn about reversals, you're also going to be learning about, for example, this area right here. Coming down, little flag, and then you see a range, then you have a continuation, right? Or coming up, you have a reversal flag, and then you see a range. Well, then you know that you are most probably, because nothing is 100%, but most probably into a flat pause of bullish continuation. Let's keep this one in mind. Number 3 at the top, all right? Let's go and take a look at Aster in here. So by the way, F Aster, all right, there it is. But now we are in gains, 245 bucks in gains in profit at this point. Let's go. And we had this. Let me turn on my indicators. And I do see a little bit of a range in here, isn't it? And if I turn on my indicators, and come on, I don't know why I don't see this. Oh yeah, 30 minutes. There it is. 30 minutes range reversal. There we go, right? So the only thing that we needed to do is create our neckline. And as you can see, as the candle closed, I did not wait this time for the retracement. I should have. Remember, it's not about the breakout. It's about the retest, right? And then continuation. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, buying the tops and making money on it, right? So that is a little joke. Remember, don't buy the tops If you have a resistance, wait for the resistance
Professional
to
top buyer.
yeah, professional top buyer, absolutely. And if you find yourself buying tops like without helplessly buying tops, then just go ahead in here and invert your scale, and then you'll do it better. Just so you guys know. All right, so the point is that there is a way to buy tops. There is a quote unquote science to it, right? Just so you know, I hate it, right? But it's actually, it works, right? Let me go into the 15 minutes so we have a little bit more structure, right? So there it is, 15 minutes. And when we are in a trend, of course that we have, like higher lows, right? And higher highs. Perfect. The point in here is to know when you are continuing with that trend. Important. When you are trending or in a trend, right? Your high should be, and this is my personal definition based on a couple of books that you will find out there in the wild. All right, the movement that it happens here needs to be far enough so when it retraces, it doesn't even touch the previous low. So it is kind of like in the middle, right? Like, for example, let's go, and here it is. For example, here, right? You have this area here. You have a pump, and then the retracement kind of like in the middle, very close to this area, right? But you can see it is much bigger, the pump, than the dump that we have, right? That is a trend. Okay, like for example here, coming down, look at the bottom, at the middle of the next coming down. This is a trend. This is the pattern of a trend. Everything smaller than that, all right, it's not a trend. For me, I classify it as a range, right? That may come a little bit confusing when you see here, right? And I ask you, hey, what is this, a trend or a range, right? I would say, based on my definition, just so you understand, it is a very exaggerated range, all right? So, but still, you can do trend lines and trade on that as always. The point with this, it is, hey, what is your continuation? When you have a retracement, that is the best area to come in, but not always, right? There is something called break of structure. Not to be confused with the break of structure that everyone else knows. This is referring to smart money concept. It's just smart ass guy that put everything together and then rebranded it, right? But the point in that, and I'll explain why I hate the break of structure, but I still trade it. It's because it's confusing. Because a break of structure, you would expect something changing, right? And it's not changing, it's actually continuation. So you have your retracement, and then on the break of the previous high, like for example in here, retracement break of your previous high, that's where you're long. But very important, you could be longing the absolute top. And in many cases, when we are ranging, that's the difference between trending and ranging. When you are ranging, the retracement could get you, just like it was about to get me here. Okay, just so you guys understand that, because let's go check out a just hand pick example so you see the difference. All right, let's go over this one here. I think this will be a good one, or this one here. I think this is going to be a perfect one. Take a look at here. Retracement, breaking the previous highs, you long it here, and boom shakalaka. Okay, that creates a fantastic continuation, right? But then, if you're in a range, you should be expecting a little bit of a farther retracement and then the continuation, all right? Which is what's happening right now. So that's why you need to understand the difference between a trend and a range, all right? As I know it's a little technical, but that's the way it is, all right? So right here, we have a retracement, break of the previous resistance, closing above that resistance, making the break of structure, right? I ignore the retracement, which I shouldn't, and now we're having the push up. Just so you know, I already have taken 50% out because we are getting into a big resistance in Bitcoin, okay? Having said that, I'm still within this trend and it's back a little bit on that, what is that, Aster, there you go. A little bit underwater, but it's right now half of a quarter, so it's a very small position. So far, this is how it played out, right? Another important thing that I was looking at is, hey, I'm above the zero line. I have a goose head, which means little retracement, right? And then further continuation and then bigger retracement, which I'm expecting to go back inside. So short here, long here, and I have my plan for the future, right? Another important thing, and these two indicators right here are free indicators. So you can see that we are still on the green, all right? And we still have momentum, or not momentum, but we still have strength in the bullishness, which means a little bit of a farther move to the upside until we start hitting some big resistances. Let me show you, like here, for example, as you can see, that's what I'm aiming to. The next big resistance. And well, then we already have the blue line. After we break the previous predictive ranges, we go find the blue line. And then, well, what I expect to happen all the way up here within this area. And then having a collapse back to 101. All right, so that is basically what's happening. Right now, I have cut out, as you know, 50% of this trade, but I'm still within it, trying to hit the 1.12 target and then a continuation. And you can see that continuation in here doing great. So that is a little bit on how to use your indicators, or if you were interested in taking a trade, you still within areas in here. Just remember, this is a high risk trade, all right? High risk trade. Why is that? Let's go and show you what is the failure of the BOS trading. All right, so for example, in here, let's just say, hey, all right, I went up, retracement, breaking on previous highs, you long it, perfect. And then you want to repeat it, right? Retracement, go up, break out the previous high, you bought the top and the thing dumps on you. You see? So you actually bought the very, very, very top of it, right? And that is not good. That's why professional top buyer, right? So, but you need to understand the risk behind this strategy. And if you understand the risk behind this strategy, first, you need to look at your oscillator. For example, right here, we had peak performance, right? Right there, it was a signal to get out of that trade, right? To do not continue it, right? I mean, there's always, guys, when nobody's perfect, and you're going to find yourself in some areas that, let's just say, hey, you long this thing in here, perfect. The thing is moving against you. Hey, I fucked up, all right? Called out your trades. That's fine. You had a little loss. You actually save a little bit of your money because you have your stop loss right down there. And then you have more money to then head switch it, right? Like this. Breakout retest, right? Continuation, you stop out right here, but that is a little bit higher, so maybe at this high, and then aim for your next liquidity zone right in here, right? Something like that. And then, well, whatever you save in here, you can start allocating it as we start having, look at this, flip of the ribbon, right? Going back up on your money flow, something around here, or even waiting for a more clean and clear entry, like, for example, in here. Oh, let me grab the other one. How can I grab it? There we go. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Come on, let me grab it. Here it is, right? Or even waiting for another confluence like in here. For example, you have your peak performance pointing upwards. Right here, you have the flip of the ribbon. Your entry is back in here, so you can grab it along this area, right? At your previous highs, stop loss in here. You take your 50% out at these areas, move your stop to entry, and if the thing dumps on you, perfect. You lost nothing, and you earn some money. All right, so that is the plan and the risk of doing a break of structured trading. All right, just so you know. And right now we are, let's just take it. We are basically at entry points. All right, so if you're gonna be taking this trade, you need to understand what's gonna be the strategy that you need to set a stop loss, and if the things start going against you, you will need to close that trade. All right, that's why you see me closing that partial trade as soon as possible. I start reducing my risk because, well, we're getting to Bitcoin to a resistance. Although I'm still aiming, you know, like to the, oh, come on, let me draw in here. I'm still aiming to the next area of resistance. And to get it, you just turn on your indicators, look for the bulk of them, and that's it. Look at that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So that's what I got so far. I see a couple of new faces. Thank you guys for jumping in. And right here, let's see. If you guys have any questions, it is time for them. What are you looking for TP1? Oh, my TP1, I already hit it right here because I still have some reversing. And then my next TP is going to be 1.12. And finally calling out the trade at, oh, let's see, right here on the next area of resistance at 115. Just so you guys know. By the way, remember, Aster, it's a meme coin. So consider that. So that's what I got. Did I ever share my screen? You gotta be freaking kidding me. I never shared my screen, right? Fudge me. All right. You got to be kidding me. All right, let's share it. Now it's being sharing. All right, this is what I was
what? I thought you were sharing it.
I thought so too. I don't know. Maybe I stopped sharing it. You did share it.
Maybe
I saw it.
unshared it.
Yeah, maybe I unshared it. It was there for me most. I was following along. Thank you. All right, so just a quick recap. Break of structured trade can be going wrong. You could be buying the top, so you need to call out your trade if we start losing the 107. TP number 1, I already have taken 50% out, and the next TP 1.12, and the last TP at 1.15. But remember, Aster is a meme coin or not a good coin, right? Not the greatest coin, so be careful on the possible reversal. We still have some movement to go upwards. So yeah, that's what I got. Be careful today because it's going to be a shaky day. But yeah, that's what I got, guys. And I'm now dropping my screen.
It's better to see your screen when you do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
looks like we're pumping pretty good here, man. That bid doesn't stop, man. Continuing to push here. Looking to come up to that 104,500. Nice push for Bitcoin.
Let's go. All right. Maybe we can look at something else. Like if you guys are looking at SEC, SPX, Hype, I don't know. I don't know. I would like to look at something like Litecoin. Seems to me that it wants to pump. Too much tequila this time for the day. Gary, stop calling me out, bro.
Everybody's talking about Zcash and Zcash, in my opinion.
Let's go, Zcash. You want to pull it up, or would you like me to do it?
Didn't you do it on Piper Academy?
Yep, I did.
Is it overextended or?
Oh, kind of, but we can still go a little bit higher. So let's go to see Zcash. There we go. Same deal. We have the retracement. Your entry was on the support, right? Right now, we're looking for a possible break of structure continuation. It's a little weird in here because look at that. Technically, the candle did not close above that area, right? But we wick above. So technically speaking, we still need to wait for one more candle in here. This is the 4 hours, just so you know. Let's go to 30 minutes to actually have a little more structure. The same thing here. Well, at this point, I can see that we did broke. So I'm going to be looking for a little bit of a retracement for that next movement to the upside. Again, I need for that candle to actually close above this area, right? And I still have some bullishness, but right here, look at that. It's not looking that great, although we do have some momentum. Sorry, some money flow. So I would possibly long a little bit lower. Let's see if we have some support and resistances. And I'm turning things, all the things at once because it takes a long time if I don't. So be prepared for the spaghetti. All right, so let's now get rid of it. Perfect. So do we have some supports right down there? Let's see. Support and resistance all the way down there. Oh, it's a little bit lower. So maybe looking for this retracement here. Let's see if we have anything else. Yeah, but fairly close to this area. And again, same area. Look at that. Same order block right down there. So I would say, you know what? Wait for the next candle. If it's a bullish candle, it close above 497. Do a BOS trade, not financial advice, and you already know the dangers of it, right? But if not, just wait for the 452 retracement. I think that will be a good area to actually put a pivot, right? That follows along this bigger trend line in here, right? So it's not guessing, but you see that we have most of our support and resistances here. So it makes sense not only to go hunt these liquidity zones, right? But also bounce on the previous trend line that we have. But yeah, I'm in SEG short currently. Let's get it. So hopefully dumps to 451. Nice. So
We're getting up to that resistance, everybody. So we have about 5 more minutes if there's anything you guys want to look at. But for me, it's about, I think, patience right now. I think there will be another sort of liquidity grab if we're looking through the charts right now, like just flipping through. If we want to take a look here quickly in our last bit of the stream here, we can see, Aerodrome up 11%. Okay, some of these things that, we've been talking to you guys about that are outperforming the basic coins. You can see everything up 3%, 2%, but you see Aerodrome 11%. You see Hype 7%. Okay, you see some really good recoveries here. Let's not be naive to the fact that, we should be patient here. QNT, okay, Quant looking good. Remember, we go down 30%, we go up 10%. Remember where we're at. Like when things pump like this, Aster, whatever you want to look at, GPU, renders up 8%. Okay, nice recoveries. Still very down. Okay, so still very down. Just remember to be level-headed in this situation. Is the bottom in? I'm not convinced yet, guys. Let's wait for confirmation. Like I said, when we're looking at confirmation, how do we confirm something is changing directions, right? In trading. Well, guess what? We can use our market structure tool on Chart Prime. But like I said, major resistance here, right? Major resistance. So what you need to understand is that we are still in a very aggressive downtrend, right? This is not ABC corrective. This is impulse down, ABC up, impulse down, okay? Remember we said yesterday we were at the very lows and looking for that bottom to come in. But this is still possibly ABC corrective, and we could still easily continue down here, okay? So what do we need to see? We need to see structure on the way up. We could get something like this and then do the same thing again. Like please just don't be naive to the fact to think that the bottom is in, right? This could be our little rally up here, and look, you're back down, okay? So don't fade the larger trend. Confirm, manage risk, position yourself. Is the bottom in? I'm not convinced. I want to see strength. How do we see strength? Well, we see a bid coming in. We look for the NASDAQ to continue to get a bid. We see for the SPY to get a bid. And we need to see Bitcoin take the lead. If Bitcoin doesn't take the lead, altcoins are going to bleed. Even worse, okay? So understand that. It's going to save you a lot of money, okay? Understanding the narrative, being able to, as soon as we got, and we talked about this, okay? As soon as we got out of this range here, and we said this is a manipulation above the range and we are looking to distribute to 103. Okay, and we said that. If you're smart money concepts, you'd have accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And we talked to you guys about that last. Right, so we got our distribution. You had a retest back in. There's your hopium bounce that this could be the low and that we could go to Valhalla. Well, guess what? They wrecked everybody. Okay, why? Because we lost this low here. We pushed up all-time highs. Big liquidity event, lower low, macro trend reversal. Okay, so understand where we're at, right? Like I was talking to you guys before. So we need to see some proof in the pudding here, guys, before we get going anywhere, okay? And I do think I am still bullish, okay? But I do think there will be one more opportunity, and I plan on getting into like some swing trades for that last push, in my opinion. Okay. And I want to get into some like low leverage 10x swing trades, maybe put a couple $20,000 and make, some good money. Okay. However, I want to see proof, right? Remember what I talked to you guys about yesterday. We can go to any shit token you want. We'll go over to Myro. Okay. Do I care about getting in here or getting in here? Do I care about getting in here or getting in here? Do I care about getting in here or getting in here? No, I don't. I want this. I want this. I want to be confident that I'm getting this. Okay. So let's be confident that we're going to get this. Not that we're trying to be a bottom sniper in here, okay? Cool if you got in there, but you're worried about your position when you get in here. When you get something like this and you get long here and you get paid, you're happy. Okay, so we wait for this. That's enough of me. See, there you go.
That's yo,
Right?
Alex. Is it time to buy Terra Luna? Has it dipped enough?
Bro, I am so gigalong on Terra Luna. It's not even funny, man. I actually got a moon tattooed on my ass.
Let's go. All right, let's get
Because
it.
it is the moon day. Remember I said Pump Wednesday?
right.
Did I not?
Yes, you did. You did. Absolutely.
Pump Wednesday.
Holders had 60K UST. Let's fucking go, says Jaga. Oh, love it. Do you guys remember Terra Luna? Oh man, it's already time. We need to go to the plus class. Quick shout out. Let me share my screen really quickly, guys. Just in case you were not up to date, we have a new analyst in the house with master instructor that it goes in the mornings. If you want to find them, you just need to go to your Discord and scroll down to your left. Like for example here, pro analyst, right? And if it doesn't appear for some reason, like in here, just go over a little bit higher here and you're going to be finding unlock signals, right? Click on crypto signals and then there you go. You're going to be seeing a lot more. You're going to be seeing NASDAQ, iGrease, Sol, and Langstrom. So you go to his channel and he has a bunch of signals here for you guys. So this is just a little bit of those signals. Pretty nice signals there. So if you have the premium or the pro membership, you have access to any and all of our analysts in here to give you some great trading ideas. So don't miss on the new perks that we're adding every single update on the Discord. They are there for you guys, and also to give you a hint while you learn the indicators, you learn your style, you can copy those signals and start making some money in there. I'm not fat. I'm pretty. I'm party side. Let's go.
Well, you said for plus members. I'm not plus size, bro. I'm as small as they come. I'm miniature. Miniature poodle, like Min Pin. That's me.
Like a chihuahua, but with her.
Yeah, I'll bite you though.
The most aggressive dog in the whole planet is a chihuahua, guys. But they make it in small packages. It will come in small doses. Love it.
All right, take care, everybody. God bless. Have a wonderful day.
Take care, guys. See you guys on the next one. And thank you for joining. See you tomorrow.